Hey, good morning everyone. Dan here, and I wanted to do this quick video as a follow-up to the contest that my partner and I had run last week. Now, firstly, about the contest, why would we even do this? Why would we run this contest and be willing to give away a number of prizes? Well, I mean, really, for me, the answer is simple. I have a genuine love for storage auctions and treasure hunting, and I also love to connect with the fine people of this community who also have a passion for this same activity: treasure hunting, estate sales, garage sales, tag sales. And for that reason, I love to connect with people who are also out there doing the same exact thing I'm doing. And I think it's very important, well, at least from my standpoint, very important to understand why people might choose one form of treasure hunting over the other. So I just wanted to address some of the results that I'd received from this contest and just compare these results to, my own opinion on these topics. In a lot of cases, I agree with what a lot of people said. In some instances, I don't quite see it the same way, but what the hell? We're all individuals, right? We're all entitled to see things the way we want to, and we're all entitled to our own opinions. So let's get right to it. I had some great responses here. One of them was from Some Like It Used, and they pointed out something that well, it applies to just about every facet of life, that there are pros and cons to storage auctions. And that pretty much goes without saying. There are a lot of pros and cons to everything. But Some Like It Used pointed out that they like to do estate sales mostly because they could be choosier about the items that they wind up buying and walking away with. Now, although that's true, you can be choosy. One thing I found about estate auctions is that it's very important to be one of the early birds, because when the doors are thrown open at an estate auction, people are all in there browsing, looking around, rummaging around, and if you're not one of the first people through the door, you have a shot at potentially missing out on some really nice treasure. Not always the case. There are instances where people who have gotten there before you will overlook some gold. That happens. And I have been to plenty of estate sales myself. But I guess the direct competition that goes along with estate sales is one reason why it's not my primary focus. Peanut Butter, who was one of the contest winners, said that they prefer garage sales and thrift stores for one of the same reasons Some Like It Used pointed out, is they like to know exactly what it is they're getting into. And I'll speak about a little bit more about this shortly, but that's one of the reasons why I have such a passion for storage auctions, is because you're not exactly sure what it is you're getting into. It is, for me, true treasure hunting. When you buy a storage unit and you open up boxes and you find out what's in there, and that feeling that you get when you do buy a kick-ass unit that's got some rare coins in it, or an antique or vintage toy. I mean, it's just that feeling that washes over you when you realize that you hit it big is a feeling that really cannot be replaced. That's why I find storage auctions so addicting. Then I have another contestant, Healthy Living. They pointed out the work involved in storage auctions, and there's no doubt about it. There is an awful lot of work involved. And they also pointed out the importance of having space, dealing with the volume of stuff that can come out of storage auctions. No doubt about it, you buy an abandoned storage unit, you're going to be processing an awful lot of stuff. Going through it all, a lot of it's going to get thrown out, but there's a lot of stuff to deal with. Now, the next contestant, Storico, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, said that he prefers storage auctions because of the volume of stuff. This individual loves to deal with all the stuff that comes out of storage auctions. And that's good. God bless you. That's great for you. Although for me, I've long said that one of the downsides is the volume of stuff, because if you do, like I do, utilize my garage and my basement to store the things as I'm liquidating them, if you do a lot of storage auctions and are slow to liquidate, your life can become overrun with stuff. My basement at times in my garage is just gets overloaded with stuff, and it could be a little frustrating, but I deal with it because it's part of the game, so that's fine. One contestant also pointed out that he loves the riverboat gambling aspect of storage auctions, and that I agree with completely. I love the the not knowing, the rolling of the dice. In fact, on the show Storage Wars, one of the participants of that show, Daryl, his last name escapes me, but Daryl is known on that show as the gambler. I'm not a big-time gambler. I don't go to casinos. I don't bet on sporting events and things, but the gambling that goes along with storage auctions is something that I really enjoy. And then one last one, NE Treasure Seeker pointed out that he prefers estate sales, and he brought up a great point that estate sales can either be run by the family of a deceased person who's liquidating a estate, or it could be run by a professional estate liquidating company, and he prefers to go to the ones run by the family. And I agree with him completely, because the ones run by the family, their main motivation, main goal is just to get all the shit out of the house so that they can get that house on the market and get it sold, and they're more motivated to empty out the house. Therefore, their pricing structure can be a lot more favorable, let's just say, whereas a professional liquidating company has to maximize the revenue that they'll get from liquidating an estate, because the more money they are able to sell the stuff for, the higher percentage they're going to be paid. So NE Treasure Seeker, NE Treasure Seekers prefers estate sales run by the family, and I do agree with that completely. So anyway, that's it. I would just like to thank everybody who participated in this contest. I'd also like you to, subscribe to our channel and keep watching our videos, because we're going to be doing more of these contests in the future. So if you submitted a response and you didn't win anything this time around, just stay involved and join the next contest that we hold, which will just be in the next month or two, and hopefully you'll win something then. I would just again like to thank everybody in this fantastic community, this treasure hunting, storage auction, picking, estate sale community. You guys are all the best. If you are currently not a subscriber to my channel, I ask that you please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because when I do these videos, I do try to offer some helpful advice, suggestions, and tips on treasure hunting. My niche is storage auctions, so I offer most advice on storage auctions, but really, stay with me, communicate with me, comment below. I always talk back to the people who talk to me. I love it. And then lastly, join me on Facebook at facebook.com/AwesomeAuctionProfits. This is Dan signing off for now. Until next time.